Telos is not allegory, nor fact, nor fiction, but a reflection of the very nature of things. Hello, welcome to Sound and Fury Book Reviews. As usual, I am Tina. Today I'm doing a continuation of my classic sci-fi book haul that I started, I guess, last week or whenever I decided to post this. So I've got another stack here. I'm going to look at the covers and I'm going to try and remember what the plot is about, and then I'm going to read to you what the plot actually is about. So hopefully this is fun. So I grabbed Journey to the Center by Brian Stableford. Look at this cover. It's gorgeous. This is gorgeous. This book was like $10 and it was totally worth it. I don't think I even read what this is about. I think I just was like, no, I need this, and I just took it. So I'm guessing people are journeying to the center of the earth, where there's some kind of a castle somehow is in here, or some kind of an alien mechanism. I'm not sure. Let's see. Mike Rousseau is a loner, a scavenger who spends his life going into independent forays into the labyrinth of levels that honeycomb the planet Asgard. Oh, it's a new planet. They are in the cold that approaches absolute zero as one goes deeper. Rousseau and scavengers like him hunt for artifacts of the race that once lived there but now seems to have disappeared. Ooh, I love Forerunner technology. Except for occasional run-ins with the official Relic Collection Agency, which frowns on Rousseau's independence, Rousseau has led a relatively untroubled existence, until he receives an early morning call from the Tech Trax, Asgard's ruling authorities. In accordance with local laws, they want him to take responsibility for a fellow human immigrant named Merlin until he can get on his own feet. Since the last thing Rousseau wants is to be stuck with some freeloader, he hands Merlin over to his old friend Saul Lindrak. When Rousseau discovers that his fellow human was over 7 feet tall and that Saul, along with Merlin, had disappeared, he begins to wonder if Merlin was really just another human visiting Asgard. Okay, and then there's like a whole bunch more, so they're basically giving you the whole plot. Anyway, this sounds really cool. I am super into this, and I'm going to add that to my to-be-read soon TBR, which is like, yeah, who knows. Survival by Julie E. Scissornen. Sorry, I can't pronounce anything else. So look at this. Ooh, it's signed by the author. I forgot. Is it actually? Oh, that's cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know who she is. I think this one is about humans and some other alien species surviving together. Let's see. Lighting change. It got all dark. I think it's going to thunderstorm, so I had to turn the lights on. So, what is survival about? Senior co-administrator of the Norcoth Salmon Research Facility, okay, Dr. Mackenzie Connor, Mac to her friends and colleagues, was a trained biologist whose work was her life. And working at the base set in an ideal location just where all this stuff happens, it was the perfect situation for her. She and her friend Emily were just setting in to monitor the year's salmon runs when their research was interrupted by the unprecedented arrival of Brim, the first member of the Duran race to ever set foot on Earth. Brim was an archaeologist, and his research has focused on the region of space known as the Chasm, an area that was literally dead, its worlds empty of any life forms, though traces existed of the civilizations that must once have flourished there. Brim sought out Mac because she's a biologist, a discipline forbidden among his own people. Ooh. And he felt she might be able to help him discover what had created the Chasm. Mac had little interest in alien races, and she tried to make it clear she was unwilling to abandon her own work. The decision was taken out of her hands when a mysterious attack resulted in Emily's abduction from the base, forcing Mac to flee for her life with Brim. Okay, so they're gonna, like, run off together. Ooh, I'm intrigued. Yeah, right. Okay. Oh, yeah! Walkabout Woman by Michaela Rosner. I bought this because it had a main character that we do not often see. So I remember this. This one is about she's an indigenous woman, which is rare, actually, as a main character, especially during this time period. So, in the outback of modern-day Australia, there lies an almost forgotten land. It is a land as distant from our own as the surface of the moon, and as alien. Here, Rabba, a young Aboriginal girl, first enters the magical realm of the dream time and learns something of its awesome power. But when she is rescued by a well-meaning missionary, Rabba finds herself caught between two worlds, with disastrous results. Now she must return to the dream time to appease the wrath of the ancestors and learn their deepest secrets. Secrets that can save both her and her tribe. So I'm really interested in this because I wonder if it's going to be a good depiction of an indigenous person and their culture, or if it's going to be not a good depiction. So what made me think that it might be good is the fact that rescue was in quotations. So hopefully that means we won't have a white savior complex here. I am really interested in this one, and it also sounds like a cool story. Oh yeah, so mid flinks, we got Alan Foster here. So I am, slowly collecting all of the Pip and Flinks books. This one is, I don't remember, I didn't read it. I just looked and made sure I didn't have it because I have like the list of all the ones of his I own in my phone for when I go to used bookstores. What are they doing this time? Pip and Flinks are running around this time. Okay, so Rich Man is trying to steal Pip for his personal zoo. So they went on the run. They found more than they bargained for when they landed on Midworld, a verdant planet covered by an immense jungle hosting an incredible variety of plant and animal life. All of it unknown and all of it deadly. And now they were in real trouble. Their hiding place was in danger of discovery, and their only hope lay with this bizarre and untamed planet. If it didn't kill them first. That sounds cool. There's also a lady. But he has like a girlfriend, so he probably won't bang that lady. We'll see. Ooh. It's getting very thundery here. Oh yeah, I think these two... No. Okay. So then I got Brian M. Stableford's The City of the Sun. I have no idea what this is about. I can't remember. The Daedalus Mission 4. Oh, okay. It was a circular city, like the City of the Sun, a perfect community dreamed up by the 7th century philosopher Campanella. Many utopian groups had immigrated into space to found their ideal settlements, and it was on one such colony world, appropriately named Arcadia, that their recontact ship Daedalus made its 4th planetfall. There in all its splendor stood the fulfillment of Campanella's dream, the real 7-circled City of the Sun. But the city was too ordered, the inhabitants too perfect, the world too Arcadian. And very soon the Daedalus' scientists realized that in this particular utopia, the idealists had unleashed a force that could undermine all human culture on other planets. Ooh. I have another Brian Stableford. Wild Blood's Empire. And this is actually the 3rd landing of the Daedalus mission, so I need to find the other 2, I guess. This one, I'm assuming, is another landing on a planet. This guy is giving himself a shot of something. This woman looking sultry. There's a weird fish dude. I'm not really sure what's going on. The Daedalus Mission 3. The colony was successful. That was evident as soon as the recontract ship Daedalus had landed. It was successful, prosperous, and everything due to the genius and work of J. Wildblood, biochemist and planetary leader. The world even now bore the name of its benefactor, and it was true his empire, with a grateful, hard-working people heeding every wish of his descendants. But the suspicious scientific minds of the Daedalus' special crew were very uneasy. Was Wildblood's empire all it seemed, or was there a structure invisible to the eye which spelled out something a lot more blood-curdling? Once again, the talented hand of blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, again, it's like the other one. There's something bad happening on this colony planet. Let's see. Wild Wraith's Last Battle. This looks like Snow White has gone absolutely badass. That's what I think this book's about. It's badass Snow White. There's barely anything on here. She had been a god, lord of all forests and the creatures that dwell within, until a small and thoughtless act of cruelty brought heavenly justice upon her, sentencing her to the worst punishment of all, to become human. Okay, that's it. That's it. I probably bought this because I like the cover. Oh, yeah. Alice Bragg de Camp and Catherine Cook de Camp. Ooh. The Bones of Zora. We all know what's happening here. Holy crap. Secrets of Krishna. When Fergus Reith agrees to act as a tour guide for the famed paleontologist Dr. Aristide Marat, little does he realize that the search for the elusive Ozymandias will uncover spectacular riches, ruthless adversaries, and his former wife, the seductive Dr. Alicia Dykman. Caught in a bloody civil war, the 3 adventurers must fight or face death by boiling in the cauldron of repentance. The secrets of the planet Krishna continue to unfold in Alice Bragg de Camp's latest tale. Blah, blah. Okay. That doesn't really tell us anything. It doesn't tell us why this woman's being romanced by a lizard. Is the lizard Fergus? Is Fergus the lizard? That's a very racy cover. Like, it's probably one of the raciest covers I have. How old is this one? 83. Really? I thought Sprague de Camp died way before then. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, Arthur Versluis, Telos. I thought this was a cool cover too. It looks very post-apocalyptic. I think it's an apocalypse story. That's what I'm guessing. The city of Telos covered the planet's surface. From overhead, as one descended, it seemed to stretch below to infinity. A gritty, grey, pockmarked city, crisscrossed every step of the way with cracking pavement, bits of forlorn vegetation springing up only to die in the fetid, dense air. Oh my god. It was dim, twilight place, illuminated with a yellow half-light by day and a occult in absolute blackness at night. So begins Telos, at once end and beginning. A dying world of burning rains, sickness and slow starvation, intimately conjoined to the primordial lives of the Manitil, a people living at the very dawn of time. While searching for a solution for the mythical green vault that is reputed to exist within the city, the dispossessed ruler of Telos discovers records of an ancient civilization. With 4 others, he is transported on an astonishing journey. 5 unlikely wanders at the end of time, and 5 at its beginning, one world passing into another in an endless and beginningless cycle. From Ovid's Metamorphosis and the Platonic Great Year to the Indian Yugas, history has been conceived as passing from a golden age to an iron age, and then, after an apocatastasis, suddenly, that's a cool word, suddenly reversing to begin again in a great renewal. Telos is not allegory, nor fact, nor fiction, but a reflection of the very nature of things. Okay, I was right about apocalyptic, but I didn't realize it was what that would have been. Apocatastasis. Okay, 2 more. Oh yeah, so these 2 I didn't buy. So I went to visit my sister in Toronto, and she babysits her friend's dog sometimes because he's a paramedic. So we had to walk the dog back to the friend's apartment, kind of in the middle of the night. It was like 2 a.m. And so we went to do that, and on the way back, we saw this box, and in the box was a bunch of books, and it was the middle of the night, so we're like, wow, they're clearly been put out here for free. So I rifled through, and I found these 2. Now this one is actually Heidi. You know the old story about the little girl who lived with her grandfather in the woods. I loved this story when I was a child, but I don't have a copy of it, so I grabbed it because I wanted to. I want to give it to my daughter when she's older because I think she'll get a lot out of it. I'd love to read it with her. And then I also found this one called Exiles of the Rinth by Carol Nelson Douglas, which I don't know what it's about. It looks like it's a fantasy, clearly. Plight of the Sorceress. Arissa, last of the Torlock sorceresses, had been betrayed by the Rainbow Gate that was supposed to lead her to the heaven world of her vanished people. The hand of Kendrick, companion and swordsman of the rule, had been torn from her grasp. Then the gate had rejected her into the strange world where a cold moon hung forever unmoving in the sky. Now she was a prisoner of the Stonekeeper Sophistron. Around her encircled the pale walls of her cell, filled with half-seen reflections of herself. She was helpless, all her power drained into these other self-images. And this time, there was no Kendrick to save her. He was a swordless exile in Rinth, stranded among the unkempt women and the Rim Runner outlaws from the Magic Stone Keeps. Somewhere she knew there had to be another gate, a way out of this hostile world. Somewhere, somehow. So, hopefully, she learns to save herself. But we'll see. Anyway, so that's my second stack of classic sci-fis and Heidi. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.